that there is some ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls, which conflicts with international human rights standards and even standard expected of us in Ghana's constitution and Article 33(5) and 26(1) of the constitution. And then to assure our colleagues that we have a duty to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian child and to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian citizen. No right is divisible, and that we will not countenance any action by any person to deny any Ghanaian girl the opportunity to profess or practice any religion.
In December 2024, a lawsuit was filed against Wesley Girls in Ghana by Shafiq Osman. The suit claims that the school systematically denies Muslim students their right to practice Islam by restricting or forbidding things such as prayer, fasting, wearing hijab, and participation in Muslim religious activities in the school. Specific allegations include that Muslim students are forced to attend Christian or Methodist religious services, and that the school's policy treats participation in Christian practices as mandatory even though the school receives some public funding. The suit argues this violates constitutional protections, including freedom of religion, equality and non-discrimination, and the right to manifest one's religion. On 25th November 2025, the Supreme Court of Ghana ordered Wesley Girls SHS in Ghana to respond formally to the allegations within 14 days. This is no longer just a school issue, it is a national debate about freedom, religion and rights. According to the Attorney General, receiving government funding is not a strong enough reason to take away the school's right to enforce its Methodist Christian identity. In simple terms, the Attorney General believes Wesley Girls can still insist on its Methodist doctrines even though it relies heavily on taxpayer money from Christians, Muslims, and everyone else. To them, mission schools have a right to protect their religious identity and require students to abide by those traditions. This position has sparked major debate nationwide. Now, the Education Minister fires back
that there is some ongoing debate on restrictions on Muslim students in Wesley Girls, which conflicts with international human rights standards and even standard expected of us in Ghana's constitution and Article 33(5) and 26(1) of the constitution. And then to assure our colleagues that we have a duty to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian child and to uphold the rights of every Ghanaian citizen. No right is divisible, and that we will not countenance any action by any person to deny any Ghanaian girl the opportunity to profess or practice any religion.
I have heard so many people, even within the National Democratic Congress fold, who argue that the statement of case of the Attorney General should be seen as a betrayal of the trust to Muslims, because His Excellency President Mahama in opposition promised that Muslims will be given an opportunity to practice their religion in various senior secondary schools without any hindrance or whatsoever. And so today, if you have an Attorney General appointed by the President who is in court arguing that Wesley Girls has the right to more or less fetter or restrict religious practices because of its fundamental objective of being a mission school and propagating the ideals of Methodist sect of Christianity. That is the position of the Attorney General. And so President Mahama and the NDC is betraying the Muslim caucus. Far from the truth. Indeed, I have said somewhere, and I'm repeating it on this platform, that what the Attorney General has done is given this country a golden opportunity to finally settle this matter once and for all. Because he's raising pertinent issues of law. Remember, the Attorney General is not just an Attorney General for Islam or Muslims. He's an Attorney General for the Republic of Ghana. It therefore presupposes that the Attorney General must represent the interests of those who may not be represented in this case. Thankfully, for those of us who are championing the rights of Muslim students to be allowed to practice in these secondary schools are in court. It behoves on the Attorney General to look at the arguments of the Christian community, mission organizations, who also feel strongly that, look, that restriction is necessary and it's in tandem with our laws and their overall objective as a mission school. The Attorney General must represent those views in court, even if he disagrees with them. The Attorney General must take our laws, like the Pre-Tertiary Education Act of 2020, and present it before the Supreme Court. It is the Supreme Court that will make a determination as to whether indeed the Pre-Tertiary Act of 2020, if you compare that to the Constitution of Ghana, there's a conflict and may proceed to strike down parts of that legislation. These are the realities. Otherwise, we risk giving political directives. Let me land, please. Otherwise, we risk issuing political directives which may not necessarily be legal.
Okay.
If you look at the case of Tyrone Maguire, I hope I got it right.
Yeah, Tyrone Maguire.
At the High Court, it was decided by the High Court on human rights grounds. And yes, it was decided that the gentleman should be allowed to practice his religion in a senior high school without any restriction. But the fundamental argument had to do with the issue of public institution. Today, our missionary organizations disagree that institutions like Wesley Girls actually qualify or should be branded, it shouldn't be branded as public institutions. So the Attorney General in his arguments are making references to these cases as to whether or not mission schools of that nature that are assisted, as to whether or not they are public government institutions or not, the Supreme Court will determine that.
This debate is not just about Wesley Girls, it is about the future of Ghana's mission schools and the soul of our nation. So I ask you, should mission schools be allowed to enforce only one religion, or should every Ghanaian child be free to worship as they choose? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Christian Vibes. Kindly stay informed, stay prayerful, and stay blessed.